All right. We're going to run through the song Speed Trials by Elliott Smith. Might be better. There we go. Off of his 1997 album, Either Or. The part, the song has 6 distinct parts that I'm going to describe as A through F. It is tuned in open C. So the notes are C, G, C, E, G, and C. Okay. Let's start with the intro. I'll play it so you know how it sounds, and then I'll describe what I'm doing. Okay, very simple. So it's a walk-up, really. Starts with the 4th fret of the D string, and I'll refer to the strings as if this was in standard tuning. Open on the A, then you're walking up to the 2nd fret, then the 4th. It's important to note I'm actually playing both the D string and the G string here. They're going to be the same note, but it adds to the fullness, you know. There's a little extra resonance. Okay. So every stroke I'm hitting 2 strings. The bottom string a little more heavily than the top. Okay, this brings us to part B, which is when Elliott starts singing. Okay, so the song gets real big, real fast. It's similar to the part A, except the walk-up is different, and we're playing full chords across the entire set of strings, with the exception of A string, which is muted. Use your pointer finger to mute it for the first part, okay? So. And we move into part B. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I've added my pinky on the 4th fret here. I've started by muting the A string and playing all of these open. You know, these 2 strings are open, these 2 are on the 4th fret. Okay? And then I'm gonna mute this, I mute that low E. It's really a C, but when I move up and I hit the 2nd fret on the A string, so it's a walk-up. With, you know, okay. Simple enough. At the end of part B, there's a little passing note that leads us to part C. Okay, so that was the end of part B. And we're going to move to, it's really just, it's like a turnaround. So it's just, you move to the 8th fret here, and you just bar all the way across for a major chord. Whoops. turn around. Okay. Bar the 8th fret, and you hit that D string there. So you're going to start playing the low strings. I'll play it slowly. You're going to hit the D string. There's a fill, that fill kind of thing. D string on the 10th fret. Right? That's a stop, so you'll palm mute your strings. As you slide down for this chord. Okay? This chord you're playing on the 7th fret, the low E string, and then on the G string you're playing the 5th fret. And you're actually letting all the strings in between them ring out. And you're muting the top 2 strings. And then, okay, so you can strum that a few times. And then your pinky comes up to bring that G string to the 7th fret. Okay. And then, you know, you can play an open chord really quick as you move back down to part B. Okay. Just get my notes here. So, whoops. So you're back to part B. Whoops. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and then we're gonna move to part D, which I think of as kind of just a walk down type thing. It's where he goes, no one will know who you, where you are. So you're gonna move up to a major chord here. Sorry, this is a minor chord on the 9th fret, rooted in the 9th fret. So that's the part. I'll play it one more time. Okay. Minor chord, rooted on the 8th. Bring the root 1/2 step down with a major chord. 1/2 step down again, but make it a minor again. Okay, and then you're going to do the exact same little turnaround that we did in part C. Okay. And this is that's the end of part D. Okay, but I just wanted to show you up close what the minor chords are looking like. Okay, so I actually have my finger there. So instead of barring, to make room for that 3rd, just hold all your fingers, one finger to a string type thing. Okay, and then you have the bar, and then you have the one finger to a string type thing again. And then the turnaround. Now we have the chorus. Let's see the chorus. Okay, so the chorus is a bunch of big open chords. But to start, you're actually going to take your pinky and you're going to make sure it's on this 4th fret of the high E string pretty well. You're going to just strum big open chord, but with this note here. And then you're going to bar the 2nd, bar all the way across the 2nd fret. So I'll just play through and then explain. Oops, that's not right. Actually, it's okay, so that was correct. So yeah, start with the 4th fret, bar the 2nd, then you move the whole thing, release the pinky, up to the 5th, but there's a walk here, actually on the B string. And then you move to the 7th fret. Okay, one more time. And then that's repeated. That stops and you go back to part A. Then you go to part B, okay, and then part C, and then part B again, and then part D, and then the 2nd chorus. But actually, the 2nd part D has a alteration. Okay, so that, remember, part D was the kind of walk down type thing. Right? And then there was this chord. This chord's actually going to change. So when you get down here, you're actually going to use your pinky to add this note here. It's really subtle, but it makes a big difference. It helps elevate the song. You know, this is the 2nd time through, it needs to be a little bigger. Right, so. Okay, so you have played the same chord, except you've added the pinky. Whoops. Then you move into the 2nd chorus. You know, part C probably also has the pinky there, the 2nd part C. Again, the song structure is A, B, C, B, D, E, A, B, C. Okay, and the 2nd C there would be the altered with the pinky, you know, because this part exists in both section C and section D. All right. Now we move into the outro, which is the most complicated part of the song, because there are just a lot of fills between chords, and a lot of new chords get introduced in the outro. Luckily, the shapes are pretty simple. Okay. So actually the outro is just built off of the back of the 2nd chorus. Okay, so we're gonna go. Here's the 2nd chorus. Well, it's not, I want to skip up to that, but it's not that. You wait. There we go. So, so once you hit this chord in the 2nd progression, 2nd time through the progression of the 2nd chorus, there's a little fill. Something like that. Maybe it's, yeah. And then you use that to rise up. There's a key change. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. I'm going to just play into that outro. Okay, messed up there. But the first chord is from the 9th fret, so barring the 9th fret for a major chord. Then you go down, bar the 5th fret for a major chord. You open all the strings. All the strings. No 4th, nothing. And then you move to the 7th. Okay, so that chord progression is going to play twice through in the outro, and then there's a new chord progression for the 3rd and 4th cycles of chords in the outro. Okay, first time you play through those 4 chords, there are no fills, so it just sounds simple like that. And then when you finish, that's when the first fill comes in. To get back to that initial chord, you go. Okay. So that's a walk up. Yep, so it's 8th, 10th fret, 8th, 10th. So. And when you go back to the 5th fret bar, you don't, on the 2nd cycle, you don't hit the low E. So it appears a lot brighter. Instead of barring all the way across, you're just hitting like this. And there's a little blues fill. So that's what it would sound like. Actually, so I'll play through those two, okay? And then we're going to get to the second half of the outro. Okay, and now we're going to move into the second half. Same fill. We're going to go to a minor chord. New fill here. We're going to go back to the 5th fret, right? But it's going to be a different fill. So it's kind of like a double fill with the same blues fill that we had before. And that's going to bring us down to the open chord again, plain as day. Back to the 7th. Okay, that walk up stays the same. Minor. Okay, and that second half just repeats until the song fades out. So the whole outro sounds like this. We're going to come in from the chorus. Oh no, sorry. Remember, it's a 9. It's a minor there, rather. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So those are the 6 parts of the song. I think this, I think this is probably as accurate a representation of the album version as I can possibly come up with. But if you have any recommendations on, how to improve this, I'll happily hear them. Yeah. Happy playing. Great song.